It's poorly structured time away. We're going to talk about one of our products because we have a product that does alleviate that problem. And I don't know if I've been too clear because we mentioned it, but I don't know if I've clearly defined exactly what our virtual training platform is, our Basketball Academy online program is. Basically, it's a membership site that gives you access to all kinds of training videos and different elements of the game. Gives you access to this stuff at the tip of your fingertips. We've compiled some of these, we aggregated some of those videos and made our own kind of trainings based on what the videos are. We're uploading our own trainings to it. And so really it's a tool that you can use to really get the most out of the downtime. Your child, your player can, as a member, can log on, they can get their training of the day if we assign them one, or they can go through the library of hundreds, I think it's almost thousands of different training videos. We're talking about NCAA coaches, Olympic coaches, NBA players, giving the training that they use to stay sharp in the off season. And so that's what the online academy is. I don't know if we've been too clear about it. I know we've talked in, out, and around it, but really it's something that allows you to have access to all kinds of training videos. And that's what we're trying to put into your hands. We're trying to empower these players to improve themselves in the off season to make sure that we've talked about the 10,000 hour myth. We talked about that on the last episode, but to make sure that their 10,000 hours actually means something, where it's directed, where you have professionals creating content that they can actually utilize to get better, as opposed to logging on to YouTube or whatever, seeing Scrappy Joe's basketball training company, and you have some dude that you've never seen or never heard of, and it's not really vetted, giving you how to shoot poorly or how to dribble the ball incorrectly. These are vetted training videos from professionals. And I don't know what else to say. I think it's a fantastic value at the price point it's at. We're constantly evaluating the price point to make sure we're giving the best value to our customers. And we may even, just to encourage a little bit of in-season, as we near the end season, we might adjust the price to encourage some in-season buy-in. But it's a monthly fee, you pay it. It's not more than like a tank of gas per month. And it allows your kid, if you got a hoop outside, to work on their shot. Or if you got any flat surface that they can go dribble on, it allows them to work on their ball handling. It does a lot for you. And so I need to really push this. This is something that we really signed into with the idea of the off season coming up and allowing our players to train independently of us. Because we want to train everybody, but sometimes that's not viable and there's not enough time. So we wanted to give you the next best option. Coach Mo, do you have anything on that one?
No, I love it because, you got to take advantage of everything that's in front of you. And these options weren't around even a couple of years ago, even a couple of months ago. These options weren't around. And I just go through this app and I'm like, man, I can set up, and I have some boys, shout out to Chris and Ami, that pulled the app up, and they were with me, a couple of weeks ago, and they set the workouts up on their phone, and they did them. They were in and out, very informative, and they did them. And this is with snow on the ground, ice on the ground. They just got in the gym and did them real quick, and they just helped with what they were doing. So it's just adding tools to your bag. So you hear kids like, I'm in my bag, what that means as a coach, I'm like older, but not that old. That means when you get on the floor, you're developing options on the floor. If you're known as a three-point shooter and that shot's not falling, now you're attacking the rim, because there's parts in this app that you go inside of it and you're like, hey, there's attacking the rim.
Right.
There's floaters, there's things like that too. Hey, you're picking some stuff up that you may not have even thought that you had in your bag per se, and you're just adding it. I think of in your bag is like a backpack, and we're myself and Brian are considered backpackers. Like, we're from that era where we're big hip hop fans. We were kids in the 80s and 90s where in your backpack, you have a lot of stuff. You know what I'm saying? You could have, in a school backpack, you got books, you got notebooks, you got, us as being, we were in music, we had a notebook, you had a pencil, you had a pen, and in that backpack, you might have had something else. You might have had your bottle, you might have had your snacks. And so this app is giving you something to put into your backpack. Yeah, you go into the park, the rim is not like where you wanted to. It's double rims, those threes aren't falling like you want to. Go to your side of your backpack and like, hey, I remember getting this part from the app is, hey, I can take a layup in this situation.
Right.
I can use my left hand and go on the left side of the rim because I went through this app there. So it's just little simple stuff to add to your, per se, backpack.
It makes the training, it's training on the go.
Yep.
And that's what it is. And that's why we did the partnership with MaxOne. There's a partnership and we are really excited about it, but we need y'all to sign up for it. We're not gonna beg, but it is a resource out there to get the most out of your training. And that's really what it's about. So you can add that to your off-season arsenal. Or if you want the more direct approach, Coach Mo's still training. We still have slots open for a lot of our programming. And the reason why it isn't free because it's a high quality service. It requires time, planning, effort, and we have to limit how many people can get into it. But it's high quality training. You're talking about getting an opportunity to play against some players that are going to be hitting the national scene here pretty soon. Some of them are already getting nationally recognized, and they come through and hoop with us on Monday nights and Sundays. Coach Mo has the kids out there running. It's basketball. It's basketball palooza. It's like a basketball fest when you walk in. Multiple rims, kids working, different coaches working on different things, running full court games, coaching during the full court games, giving kids direction while they're playing games. There is so much to it, and that's an option. We'd love to see it come down, but you got to take the action to step up, and you can't be in this mode where basketball season's over, so let's go hide away until next basketball season, and then wonder why you're not moving up the roster.